Let's get right intro it. Number 7. Your ancestors developed a survival instinct where, upon facing extreme emotional or physical distress like blood fear or public speaking, your body says, you know what'll help right now, shutting down completely. Welcome to vasovagal syncope fainting when you get too overwhelmed. Evolution probably thought this was a great idea. Maybe it was supposed to trick predators into thinking you're already dead. No need to maul this one Gary, she's pre-defeated. But in modern life, it means you might collapse at the sight of a paper cut. Your heart rate drops, your blood pressure plummets, and your body just nopes out. This is not ideal when you're in a crowd walking downstairs, or trying to help someone else in danger. Picture a firefighter who passes out every time he sees fire. That's your nervous system. Heroic. Until it panics. What's worse is that you usually don't get a fair warning. One moment you're watching a surgery video on TikTok, the next your forehead's getting introduced to a tile floor, your body's last-second fix. It resets like a 2005 Dell laptop, slowly, loudly, and confused about what just happened. Basically, this is your body's idea of playing dead, except there's no lion, just your Aunt Linda showing you her new scar. Number 6. So you hear a twig snap behind you in the woods. Every muscle in your body stiffens. Your breath halts. Your brain screams, do not move. Congratulations, you've just activated the freeze response. It's nature's ultimate, if I don't look at the monster, maybe the monster won't look at me logic. And it worked. When saber-toothed cats were hunting by motion. But now you're frozen in place while someone's yelling at you, or your car's slowly rolling backward into traffic, or a guy is approaching in a dark alley and you're just a statue. A very scared, very sweaty statue. Here's the science: when your amygdala senses danger but can't immediately decide whether to fight or run, it slams on all the brakes. Think of it as the brain buffering. Forever. But instead of loading a funny cat video, it's loading how not to get murdered, and it crashes every time. The real kicker. If you don't act fast in a real emergency, you miss the precious window to do anything useful. So while your rational brain is like, we should probably move now, your prehistoric instincts are like, nope. Pretend to be a rock. Rocks don't get eaten. Thanks, evolution. Really helpful. Number 5. Instinct tells you that in a life or death situation, yelling as loud as possible will save you. And sure, if you're trapped in a well or on a deserted island, maybe go full Tarzan. But in most high-stress cases, screaming is just your nervous system flailing around like a toddler on a sugar crash. Here's what happens. Adrenaline hits your bloodstream like a wrecking ball. Your muscles tense and your brain goes, we have no plan, so let's yell. But here's the downside. Screaming can hyperventilate you. It spikes your heart rate, floods your system with more cortisol, and distracts the people who might actually help. Imagine a firefighter trying to guide someone out of a burning building while they're just shrieking like a kettle. Also, it drains your energy. Fast. Your survival instinct is burning fuel it doesn't have. Think of it as panic cardio, 0 calories burned, 100% stamina gone. Sure, there are situations where yelling is useful, but screaming non-stop is like revving your engine when the brakes are on loud, useless, and about to overheat. Number 4. When danger hits, your pupils dilate, your field of vision narrows, and suddenly, the world becomes a cinematic zoom-in on one single detail. Maybe it's the charging bear. Maybe it's your phone slipping toward a sewer grate. Whatever it is, your body decides that peripheral vision is now optional. This is called stress-induced tunnel vision, and it's your brain's way of saying, let's focus really hard on one thing, and completely ignore literally everything else that might also kill us. Helpful, kind of, until you realize that in the real world, danger usually comes from multiple directions. Like, say you're driving and someone swerves into your lane. You might lock eyes on their bumper like it holds the secrets of the universe while completely missing the pedestrian now in your blind spot. Even worse, tunnel vision doesn't just affect what you see, it affects what you hear. Your brain filters out sounds it thinks aren't important. That includes, say, someone yelling, duck, or the exit is over there. So now you're not just visually blind, you're in a full sensory vacuum chamber of panic. All because your nervous system thinks the best survival plan is to put horse blinders on and run forward screaming. It's the visual equivalent of putting your hands over your ears and going, la la la, I'm not dying. Number 3. Okay. Imagine you're walking through a dark alley. You hear footsteps. Your entire body goes stiff. Your stomach knots, your fists clench, and you hold your breath like you're trying to win an underwater contest no one invited you to. This reaction is ancient. It's the body bracing for impact, literally. You're preparing to take a hit, whether it's emotional or physical. Unfortunately, while this might have helped cavemen tank a mammoth charge today, it just makes you panic faster and react slower. When you stop breathing even briefly, you deprive your brain of oxygen, right when it needs it most. You're not a dolphin. You're not built for dramatic underwater tension scenes. And clenching your muscles, that doesn't help either. It limits your mobility, ruins your balance, and makes your body vibrate like a pressure cooker that just swallowed a tuning fork. You're now a twitchy, air-starved meat statue. So if you've ever been told to just breathe in a panic situation, it's not just yoga propaganda, it's legit survival reprogramming. Because your body's default setting is to literally freeze and suffocate to death. Thanks, instincts. Number 2. Some people, when scared, punch first and ask questions never. It's called the fight response, and while it may sound heroic, like, yeah, I stood my ground in modern life, it often just makes everything worse. For example, someone startles you in a parking garage and your instinct is to throw hands. Now congrats, you've either just clocked your coworker or given a stranger the legal right to sue your emotionally hijacked nervous system. See, the fight response bypasses the prefrontal cortex, aka the thinky part of your brain, and goes straight to the fists, or yelling, or shoving, or knocking over a vending machine you thought was threatening your honor. And biologically, it's impressive. Blood rushes to your muscles, pain sensors get dulled, and you briefly become a rage-powered Super Mario. The only problem is, the danger is often misidentified. It's your boss, or your toddler, or your own reflection in a dark window. So while this reaction may have once been useful in bear attacks, now it just makes you the unintentional villain of your own mall security footage. Your instincts aggressive, your judgment on vacation. Number 1. Yes, the classic go with your gut. That age-old survival slogan tattooed on every motivational mug and embroidered on throw pillows everywhere. Except, your gut is a drama queen with commitment issues. Let's be clear, gut feelings are real. They're fast emotional responses shaped by past experiences and subconscious cues. But survival-wise, they're about as reliable as a magic 8-ball dipped in espresso. Your brain uses shortcuts called heuristics to make snap decisions under pressure. That's great when you need to choose between run or get eaten. But those same shortcuts are riddled with biases, misinformation, and pure emotional chaos. So when your gut says, this bridge looks sketchy, it might be right. Or it might just be reacting to a creaky board and a dramatic childhood memory of falling off the monkey bars. Even worse, sometimes your gut doesn't speak up when it should. You might ignore danger signs because the vibes feel fine and walk straight into a scam, a sketchy elevator, or a very bad Tinder date who insists on showing you their katana collection. The human instinct to trust your gut evolved for low-tech, high-risk environments, like running from lions or spotting poison berries. It was not designed for interpreting passive-aggressive text messages, choosing financial investments, or navigating IKEA exits. So yeah, sometimes your gut will save you, but other times it'll make you abandon a perfectly safe hiking trail because a squirrel looked at you funny. Basically, instincts are helpful, until they're not. And your body, while well-meaning, is still running software updates from 50,000 years ago.